Wow, that missed the lot. Well, the tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. Great ball, drew the drive and beat the outside edge. That's a solid shot. Got down and rolled the wrists beautifully. What a delivery. Wow, that missed the lot. Well played, it's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary. Quick arm in, that was a missed opportunity there. Need to take those moments by the scruff of the neck. Lovely sound off the bat. Straight to the fielder, though.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
They'll get at least one. That's better. Certainly didn't try and overplay it and placed it beautifully. That's right off the meat of the bat.
End of the over. The batting team are now 63 for 6.
Back foot punch was well balanced and timed it really well. Couldn't beat the fielder, timed it well though. Well bowled, lured a rash shot.
Head watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
64 for 6.
Nicely played. Dug that out well.
No shot offered. Through to the keeper.
Misses everything. Nice looking shots, but found the fielder.
End of the over. Australia are now 64 for 6.
Head watchful there and through to the keeper. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Well played, it's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary. Ah, that's nice, good defence.
End of the over. Australia are now on 65.
Archer back into bowl here, they'll be wanting to improve their figures. A wicket would do nicely. Gone on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Left alone. Played and missed.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Great delivery, beat the outside edge.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Peaks of a ball, nearly caught the edge.
End of the over. Australia are now on
Cars
66
back on now.
for 6. Change of bowling, the fast bowler comes into the attack.
Nice shot, runs possible.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Quick onto that in the infield. Well, they quickly get through for the single. No real pressure from the fielders in close.
Labuschagne watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Went with the bounce and hooks it away on the leg side.
Good return there, back from the deep.
The batting team are now 71 for 6.
Well played, could be a quick single. That's right off the meat of the bat. Dug that out well. Oh, that's nice. Good defence.
End of the over. Australia are now on 73 for 6.
Oh, that's nicely played. Half volley, clips it away nicely through the leg side. Nice, solid defensive shot.
End of the over, Australia. Now 76 for 6.
Great timing, right out of the meat of the bat. Edged, dives and takes a very good catch. Green taking their time to take guard and inspect the field placements, just trying to calm down a bit before facing.
Still honing in on their lines.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. Really well timed there.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Litchfield has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Can't get that outside the ring field. You won't see many better catches than that one. It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll want to get their eye in first and then push on. Nicely played. Doesn't beat the infield. Some serious questions need to be asked after another pour over. First, how do you stop the rod? Secondly, do you use someone else?
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Wow, that's missed the lot. They'll get at least one. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
Tried for something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Shot straight past the bowler, could well be 4. Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Shot. Should be runs.
End of the 11th over. All droughts are now 69 for 5.
Power and precision in that shot.
Quickly into position, and a very successful sweep brought that boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Too much room, got what it deserved.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Massive edge. And that's dropped. Oh, no. Time to put the squeeze on now. Found the edge the last ball. Just need to keep hitting that same spot again. Finds the fielder with that shot. That's too easy to pick up a single. There'll be runs here. Quick onto that in the infield. Going with spin now.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. That's a ridiculous catch. A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They don't have much time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Drives it, complete miss. Great shot, at least one on offer.
End of the over. The score is now 91 for 6.
The new bowler is coming into the attack.
It's coming into the attack.
Taken the edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Helped on its way, racing down to the vacant fine leg boundary. Maybe picking it up off the rope. Magical shot.
Back-to-back boundaries. This time it's 4. Magnificent hitting.
The shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries and 2 balls. What a catch! Pressure will definitely be on the new batter as they take guard. Harman, I'm sure, will be onto their bowlers to pick up another quick wicket. Good batting. Should be a quick single. Beautiful bowling. Gets through the defences. Core comes into bat, has performed well over the last few matches and is in really good touch. Finds the edge. That's gone. Fine catch by the wicketkeeper. Brilliant catch. Diving away. That's an absolute beauty. The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early as they bring a bit of energy to the wicket. Nicely played. Couldn't get it through the field. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. Out! What a catch! I think the batters are going to be pretty confident coming out to bat. It's a small total to chase down, and this should be comfortable. The bowlers are going to have...
Here we go. First ball.
Edged, and there'll be runs to start the innings. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward, putting plenty of pressure on the batter. There could be a couple if they hustle. Massive edge. Time to follow up such a great delivery. Pitching on a length is obviously the way to go. Super shot that. Great commitment.
End of the first over. The score is now 4-0.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Straight to the fielder. Loud appeal. It's taken. Good catch. That's gone. Couldn't have asked for an easier catch. With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. As they get ready to face their first ball, early on you want to get the batter coming forward and getting them to play away from the body before they get themselves settled. Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Beats the fielder at cover. Nice shot.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Always difficult to focus after what happened the last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Drilled, but straight to the fielder. At the end of the over, Mumbai are 19 for 1.
So at the midpoint of the power play, they're going at an excellent rate, just ahead of the required rate so far. Might look to go big again here.
4 all the way, save your legs.
That is a masterclass of batting. reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch. They'll get at least one. Can't get that outside the ring field. Expensive over, that one. There needs to be a serious tactical rethink. The batter's confidence is really growing.
That's the end of the third, and the batters are playing well. Bit of an acceleration, and they're just ahead of the required run rates.
Shot. Should be runs. Wicket! Knocks back the stumps. Just stunning bowling. With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Great shot, at least one on offer. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. No pressure on that run.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Gardner bounces back well after the previous over. Maybe some confidence returning.
Well, I think the bowlers would be a bit disappointed with how they've come out at the start, but they can definitely rein it in a bit still.
Gibson coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. There'll be runs here.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots and the reward will come. Oh, superb timing.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Massive edge.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Time to put the squeeze on now. Found the edge the last ball. Just need to keep hitting that same spot again. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. They'll get at least one. Power and precision in that shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Quick onto that in the infield. Into the gap, and it's an easy single there. At the end of the over, Mumbai are 48 for 2.
Power play done. Batters did a good job there, maintained a run rate of at least 8 and are ahead so far. The field will go back now.
Going with pace now. Good shot, a beauty.
Good return back from the deep.
Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. And gone! Brilliant catch. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading into this game. So I want to show everybody their strength. Shot. Should be runs.
That's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
call, shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Drills that one. Great shot, at least one on offer. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. Mumbai are 58 for 3.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Changing the bowling. Gujarat switching it up with some pace. Gibson comes into the attack. Taking the edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. How will she reply?
There'll be runs here.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Couldn't get it through the field. That's too easy to pick up a single. A bit of a rethink is needed. Gujarat, you feel just needed a new approach to restrict the flow of runs.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4. Doesn't beat the infield.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Down, dropped. What will that do to this game? Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Nicked it! Time to follow up such a great delivery. Pitching on a length is obviously the way to go. Edged it. No one there. Could be four. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward. Putting plenty of pressure on the batter. Finds the edge. Edged. Brilliant. That'll take some chasing down. That's the end of the over. Some loose deliveries made that one a good one for the batting side. And the game is now firmly in their hands. Good Jurat will need to recover quickly if they want to swing things their way.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Shah has the ball again. That's going a long way back. Almost effortless batting.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Straight to the fielder. And dropped. Great shot. Gets hold of that and places it through square leg.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
That's the over. Bowling like that really puts the pressure on as this match comes to its conclusion.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure. How will the bowler respond? Left the wide one. Wicket-keeper with the gather.
Massive edge. Power and precision in that shot. Precision. Great shot, that.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Kerr has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. They'll get at least one.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Call back into the attack. Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd. That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon.
No, no, no. Terrible shot.
The batting team are now on 76 for 7.
Great delivery, beat the outside edge.
Left alone, taken by the keeper.
Beats the outside edge.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of 2.
Well played. It's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary.
Labuschagne left it alone. Didn't want to chase the wide one.
Times that shot to perfection.
End of the over. Australia are now on 78 for 7.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Nice, solid defensive shot. Well played, could be a quick single.
End of the over. Australia are now on 79 for 7.
Atkinson back into bowl here. They'll be wanting to improve their figures. A wicket would do nicely. Timed that absolutely perfectly. Fielder coming around. Carey needs to support his teammate at the other end, who's settled in nicely. Dug that out well.
Hello and good afternoon to you all. You join us for this 5-5 between India and India. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and next to me in the commentary position is Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for such a warm introduction. I'm sure I don't need to tell you just how much I'm looking forward to the day's play.
Thanks, Ali.
A surprising decision to take the field. Conditions feel like there won't be a lot on offer for the bowlers. The opening batters will want to capitalise on what seems to be a bad call. You'd be tempted to bat first on this pitch, but with this bowling attack, well, it's not a bad idea to get them at the opposition early and see what problems they can cause.
We're nicely settled in the commentary boxing, looking forward to this match getting underway. The first ball about to be bowled. No, terrible shot. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? India with a massive shout. Rohit drills that one away. That'll be 4 more to the tally.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Jadeja shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Wow, that's missed a lot. That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
10 runs out of there. India, 10 for none.
Good over for the batters to start the innings.
Siraj, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Finds the fielder with that shot. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Misses everything. Went for the drive, complete miss. Late cut, straight to the fielder.
End of the second over. The batting team are now on 12 for none.
Going with spin now.
Into the attack for India.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Missed it. That was a chance. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Everyone's gone up. Reyes is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early. Yeah, it's so clear that all these spectators here today completely enthralled and energised, judging by that noise anyway. Waits for it, crack, and that looks to be four.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
The new bowler is coming into the attack. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought.